It's backwards, isn't it? Everyone, this is Dr. Racine Henry, aka Chef Dr. Ray, and thank you for watching another episode of Palette for Love Live, where therapy comes off the couch and into the kitchen. I've been promising you better content, more cinematic production. I have my ring light that I can't see anything right now. I took my glasses off because of the glare. I have my kitchen cart all set up and this beautiful picture that I found in HomeGoods, where we're going to work it out, we're going to figure it out, and it's going to be another fun episode. So watch along with me and I hope you enjoy. I've been cooking all morning. I had friends in town, I hosted brunch, and I'm exhausted, but of course still hungry now that it's dinner time. I'm going to be making a cilantro lime. So yesterday I went to a really fun breast cancer awareness event called Bench for Boobs, held at Trooper Fitness, which is a gym in Midtown owned by my dear friend Jen from high school and her husband Prince. They usually do a breast cancer awareness event and other fun events, but while at the event I was thinking a lot about the connection between mind and body. It made me think of conversations I've been having with different clients and friends about how the two things are connected, right? How your mental and emotional health impacts your physical health. For me personally, when I'm not in a good mood, when I've been having a rough time, running usually helps me out, but the act of getting up and going running, even though it's for my benefit, is usually a really, really difficult thing for me to do. Something a lot of people don't realize is that depression, anxiety, all these different mental health diagnoses and symptoms can definitely impact how you feel physically. We all know that depression makes you feel sad, but it can be a physical pain too. Anxiety can cause your heart rate to escalate and can cause other cardiovascular symptoms that you may not think are because of how anxious you are. Other thing that can be impacted by depression is memory loss. A lot of my clients are experiencing short-term memory loss and trying to understand why it is that these depressive symptoms cause them to be so forgetful and to not be on top of their lives where they normally are, whether it's with work, family, or their relationship. I wanted to talk about how improving one part of your health, meaning physical, mental, and emotional, can also improve the other. And I'm going to show you now how to get started with the chicken. I have this chicken here. It's really a Cornish hen, and I love Cornish hens because when I first started cooking, I would really try hard to make food just for one. I do not like leftovers. And Cornish hens were a really good way to get the dark meat of the chicken that I really, really loved, and the white meat, but not so much of it that I got sick of eating it. What I've done is spatchcocked it, and then I put it in the fridge so it can chill. The colder that the skin is, the more dried out it is, the crispier it's going to be when I get it in the pan. So I'm just going to pat it dry a little bit more. And I have some of the compound butter that I made a few weeks ago still left over. So I'm going to put that under the skin of the chicken. That way there's some seasoning happening beyond what I put on the other side of the chicken. I'm getting the butter under the skin here. And luckily I have just enough. So I have the chicken here under the skin, and now I'm going to move over to the stove so you can see how I cook it using this household item that you probably have a ton of on hand that you may have never thought to use. I'm still coughing. To cook a chicken in a really, really short amount of time. So the chicken is in a cast iron skillet with some avocado oil, again, high smoke point. And what I'm going to do now is put a brick covered in foil to press it down even further. And this is going to make sure that the skin stays in contact with the oil and get it really, really nice and crispy. I've added in some crushed garlic still in the skin, rosemary, thyme, sage, and a few slices of lemon. Wait until you see just how brown this is going to get. And the oil is popping and burning the you-know-what out of me. So I'm going to back up a little bit and let it do its thing unbothered. You can put 2 bricks if you have a bigger chicken. You could even put a pot on top of the chicken with cans of tomato sauce or anything heavy just to hold down and keep the weight consistent. So I'm going to do this old school because the ring light is absolutely killing me and I have to figure something out with that. But back to the mind-body connection. Think about it. If you... oh my gosh. Okay. If you're having a bad day, if you're not in a good mood, if you're sad even, the last thing you want to do is probably eat anything healthy or be active and sweating. For some people, it's stress relief. And that definitely does help and work. But for most of us, when we're having symptoms that are being triggered, when things are intensified for us internally, our physical is impacted by that. Whether it's overeating, binge eating, whether it's not getting enough sleep, or not doing the things that keep you in the best physical shape. Sometimes you have to check in with yourself mentally and emotionally. Are you truly okay? And if you're not, then you can't possibly think your body is going to reflect that of someone who has a clearer mind and is in better spirits. So the thing about cauliflower rice is that it stinks. And the stench/taste can be really overpowering and overwhelming. So it's the cilantro lime rice. You have to put more cilantro and more lime than you probably think you need. So I put in some lime zest because the zest of a lime or lemon, which is just the skin grated off, holds a lot of flavor. You just have to be careful to not go down too far into the white pith because that would give you a really bitter taste to whatever you're adding the zest to. I'm putting the juice and zest of 3 limes. And I only have a little bit of cauliflower rice because I dropped the rest of it while I was trying to dry it out on paper towels. But can we also talk about how humongous these limes are? How is this half of a lime? It's as big as my hand. It's insane. But anyway, I'm going to put more lime juice and some salt. You can put a little tiny bit of sugar to balance it out, but I'm just going to keep it like this for myself. I put the lime juice in a half at a time and I let the juice sort of dry out before adding more. And I think that's a good tip because the cauliflower rice is getting a little toasted in between. And I think that's going to add a nice flavor to it as well. Before flipping the chicken, I did season this side with some herbs de Provence, garlic and onion seasoning. And now I'm going to turn it over. Now this is how I like chicken to be. It may look burned to you, but it's really just all the flavor caramelized. I put some chicken stock in the pan as well. That way the herbs don't burn and they can keep giving off a really nice flavor. So it's really easy for people to say, just go to the gym, just work out, you'll feel better. Just don't eat that unhealthy thing. But a lot of us have connections to food that can be unhealthy. Food is comforting. It literally nourishes our body. And, for those of us who enjoy food, who enjoy different tastes and textures like I do, sometimes when you're not feeling good, when you're sick or depressed or anxious or just not in the best state of mind, food becomes that thing that is a friend turned enemy. Do you guys remember that scene from Legally Blonde when she was like, endorphins don't make you mad, endorphins make you happy. Exercise gives you endorphins. And it's true. It's literally a natural hormone that makes you feel better. So yes, working out does have that psychosomatic benefit. But when you're just not in it, it becomes more difficult. Even when you are in it and you're feeling like the results aren't what you want and you're feeling like, things just aren't happening as quickly, that could then become this vicious cycle of you not wanting to keep doing it. And this can go beyond just working out. This also contributes to why a lot of people who have severe illnesses, terminal illnesses, need to see therapists as well, because thinking about your body, sort of betraying you in this way of having an illness or naturally having something that is going to make you physically weak or cause you to have a lower quality of life is going to impact how you feel about yourself. It's going to impact how you feel about life, period, how you feel about getting out of bed and doing life, or being someone's spouse, being a mom. All of these things are connected. So to take care of one does not mean you then take care of the other. What I'm suggesting is that you approach life from this more holistic place that involves the mental, the physical, and the emotional. I'm suggesting that you don't leave any one of those three things out, and don't think doing more of one of the three is going to then mean the other two are healthy as well. One thing I really love about going to Trooper Fitness, and this is not a shameless plug, it's a definite intentional plug, because I truly do love everyone there, especially my girl Jen. What I love about going there is that everyone there, all the coaches, the people who attend, at least the people that I've interacted with, they all get it. They all understand that people have lives, people have real things happening, and yes, ideally, we'll all work out all the time and be in the best shape possible, but it doesn't happen that way. So I haven't been there since right after my wedding, so it's been at least 3 months since I've gone there, and all the coaches that I saw who knew me weren't like, you need to get back in the gym, no excuses, this is crap. They all said to me, where have you been? We missed seeing you. And I explained I got busy, I got lazy, I gained weight, I don't like how I look, and I need to get back into it, and the cycle is happening. And they were all like, okay, you took some time for yourself, that's cool, but if you want to get back into it, we're here to help you. Working out is always an option, and you can do it. It's possible. You did it before. Even if you hadn't done it before, you can do it. So it's always encouraging, always positive, and they really make you feel like you're part of a family and part of a team. And it's not competitive. It's just down to earth, and they know their stuff. They're all smart people and smart coaches. So I can't say enough good things about how awesome they are. This plating is not the prettiest, but it's because the Cornish hen is literally falling apart before I could even get it in position. But here it is, a really ugly and sloppy version of cauliflower rice, cilantro lime cauliflower rice, and brick chicken. I'm not going to have the mac and cheese, mostly because I forgot to take it out of the fridge and put it in the oven to heat up, but also because I'm still kind of full from brunch, and some bites of this is going to be more than enough for me. So what's the point? The point is you have to take care of you all the way around. It's not good enough to just go to therapy, or just go to the gym, or just to meditate. You have to think about the things that keep you healthy and happy and whole, that involve you being active, that involve you tapping into your emotions, and also taking care of your mental health, and doing all the things that are self-care related or otherwise to keep you feeling at this homeostatic place, which is just you being balanced and feeling good and feeling like you. If a therapist can help, wonderful. If going to the gym can help, any gym, but hopefully Trooper, wonderful. If it's about you taking time to plan out your day better so that you can meditate or sleep in or read a good book, watch some good TV, whatever it is, do it often, make sure that it works, and just keep being you. This has been Chef Dr. Ray and another episode of A Palette for Love Live. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next Sunday for episode 18.
So, this video is going to be ending right now. So, see episode 18, 19, and 20. And if you want to see episode 21 or 22, because I'm in school, PS 22. And if you want to see more, because you better subscribe. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.
So I almost forgot to announce that I also started a YouTube channel. You can subscribe there, Chef Dr. Ray. You'll see all the Palette for Love videos that I've recorded so far, and some more bonus content as well. It's just another way for you guys to keep up with me and for me to bring you what you want to see in terms of recipes and topics. Subscribe, comment, like them, rate them, and I'll see you next week. Bye.